So I just got a lot of new beautiful yarn on the mail, and I was about to use my Sentro knitting machine to make a new project that I have in mind. And I just realized this is way too dirty. And so, because it's dirty anyway, and I wanted to make this video for a very long time now, just to explain the exact product that I'm using to clean it. And guys, believe me, I tried everything. I tried machine oil, didn't like that, and I tried also the dielectric grease, and I tried a few out of WD-40. I didn't like as well. So the only product that I like was this one. So just to let you guys know what I'm using today. And this is the same one, it's just the name is in Portuguese, okay? So in today's video, I'm gonna show you how to open this and which tools you're gonna need to clean it, okay? Because what happened was I used wax in one of my yarns that I had, and it was a really difficult yarn to work with this machine. So I tried wax because a few people try, and actually when people work on flatbed machines, the big ones, they sometimes use wax on the yarn. So what happened was the wax went all over my machine, and it's really dirty right now. There's wax everywhere. So my recommendation is don't use wax. I don't know, just try a dry sheet. Try to wash the yarn before you use it. Try anything else, but don't use wax. So I'm going to show you exactly which type of tools you're gonna need, and also how to open the machine and how to clean it up the best way, okay? And also I'm gonna show you how to attach the handle and how to access the row counter if you need. I have all these tools here. I'm going to leave down the description below a place where I buy my tools. And also in the same store you can buy this inside here if you need, and all these big parts here as well. So I'm gonna leave this link down in the description below for that. And so to clean your machine, what I like to have is just the wet wipe. Just wipes that you use to clean the sink, and then the white lithium grease that I like. I'm going to try today the spray one and see if it works as well as this one. That's the one that I prefer. And then how to change the handle if you need to change your handle, and the row counter as well. Now for this row counter, mine broke after I was using my machine for a few months only, and it doesn't look broke at all. Like, I don't know, I open it and I tried to put it back because there's nothing wrong with it, there's nothing broken in it, but it still doesn't work. And then I changed, I bought another one, and I changed to this other one, and this other one doesn't work again. So what to do about the row counter, guys? Just get a digital row counter, that little purple one. A lot of people say it's a really good row counter, and just attach one magnet to each one of your machines. Like this Sentro 40 doesn't have a row counter as well, so just grab like 3 or 4 magnets and attach them on the back here of each one of your machines, and then you can use with all of them. So it's much better than just get a second one of these, because this is, you're just gonna install it and it's gonna last for a week and then it's gone again. It's not very good. And so I like to use a screwdriver that's a good quality screwdriver, not the one that comes with the machine, only because you don't wanna screw your screws, and also because it opens better and it has the magnet as well, so it's a better screwdriver. So guys, now I'm gonna put the view from the top down for you guys to see what I'm doing. Also, what I like to do as well, I like to put a plastic on the table, because it gets really dirty sometimes because of the black fibers and all the yarn and all the dust. There's normally a lot of dust inside as well. Okay, so I put the plastic down here, and the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these screws here on the bottom. They're hidden inside these little holes here. So I'm going to remove them all one by one. If they don't come out of your machine, it's because you just flip it over and they will just fall. Now when you put the screws back in, just make sure you don't screw too much, otherwise they will get stuck in there and it's gonna be hard to remove, okay? So just screw them enough so they are in the right spot, but not too tight, just because this is plastic. And then remove the middle ones. And just make sure you keep them separate because they are not the same size, okay? The top ones, they are a little smaller. Okay, so now just start taking it apart. And if this is your first time, just put them in order, one on top of the other, so you don't forget which one comes before the other one. So one thing that I did here that I want to talk about is I glued these both pieces together, and it never gave me any troubles, and it actually was better to put the machine back, because when you flip it over to screw the bottom, these two, they go to the wrong spot. It's gonna get really hard for you to put the machine back together. And this is the only reason why I glued these both. Never gave me any trouble. It was in another tutorial that I saw this girl, she did that too, so I did it. I like it the way it is. So now, as you can see, there's a lot of, I don't know if you can see here, but there's all this white stuff is wax, I think. Or maybe it's grease, I'm not too sure. It looks like powder. It's really weird. It looks like powder. It might be the grease is dry or something like that. And this powder is everywhere, so I think a little bit of that. Oh, look, here, there's a lot of powder there. And this is really black now. If you want to use gloves, I think it's a good idea too, okay? So I'm just gonna start cleaning these parts here, just because really, look, it's really, really dirty. So I'm going to clean this before I even grab this. I think the last time that I cleaned my machine was probably half a year ago, so it needed that. So you can clean the pieces as you remove them as well, and just put them aside. So guys, I'm going to clean all this and then I'll come back with you guys just to remove the rest. So this is so you guys can see, this is the middle screw that you have 4 of them, and this is the bottom screw. They are a little longer, okay, so don't mix them. And now I'm going to remove here this black part here, and all the needles are gonna come up, are gonna fall, okay? I'm gonna drop them in the middle here. There's a lot of grease too, and it's really, oh my god, this guys, this is all wax inside. This is all wax. See how dirty it is? It was never that dirty before, so guys, don't use wax. Make sure you don't use wax. So I'm gonna clean all this. As you can see, there's even yarn here as well. And you can also use a toothbrush as well and just wash these on the sink. Just make sure not to use hot water, because the hot water can change the plastic, can expand the plastic, okay? So I'm cleaning this bit here. As you can see, it's all black as well. This is quite normal, this black stuff. Yeah, I'll have to clean this with water this time. But normally, if you clean often, it's not that dirty, okay? It's just because I don't clean this for a very long time, and I've been using with wax all this time as well inside. I knew it was there, I was just lazy to clean it. So look at this guy here. I normally put grease here, And the way you remove it, so these screws again, they are slightly smaller than the bottom one, but you can use the same screwdriver for all of them, okay? I think they're actually the same size of the bottom ones. Oh my god, look at how dirty this is. This black part here. So I'm going to clean all this. And here as well. As you can see, some of my screws are still here. You just pop them this way. Sometimes it's hard to take them off on the other side. So what I'm going to do is, what I normally do, I just use these wet wipes for everything, if it's not too dirty like it is today. Guys, now that I cleaned all the parts, that's how they look like. This one was the most, is always the most difficult one because you need to access right there inside the little gaps where you put the needles. But I managed to clean it well. I'm going to now just show you quickly how to take this off. What happens with this little piece here, and you can buy this at the shop that I'm going to leave the link down in the description below as well, is it tears because of the yarn just running through here. So mine, I can still use it, but I already bought a spare one that will come with the screw as well, okay? So that's really easy to remove. All you have to do is just take that screw off and just replace for the new one. Now I'm going to quickly show you how to remove this row counter. I already changed once, and this second one was a brand new one and it didn't last very long, okay? So I'm just gonna completely remove it because all it does, it's just make a noise, and so I don't want it in my machine anymore, so I'm just gonna completely remove it. So just remove that screw. And then there's 2 extra screws here. I'm using the same screwdriver for everything, okay? So all the screws are the same size. And you can probably, just in case you lose a screw, just keep these ones. I always keep them just in case you need to use underneath or you lose another one, okay? Okay, so here you go. That's how it is, and that's I think that's how it counts the rows. But for some reason it's not working, so I'm completely removing this. I have 2 already. I wish I didn't get the second one because it didn't work. So I'm just gonna leave. Let me see if I can live without it. I don't think I need this as well. Oh, this is a very little screw. I'm going to completely remove this. I don't think I need it. And now let's put it all together. So all the parts, they fit only one way, and that's because of the That's because of the handle here, so it's quite easy to put it back in place. This time I had to remove this piece here only because I washed with water and there was water stuck in between them. So I had to remove it. Now I'm going to put these screws back here. Always making sure they're not too tight, otherwise this is gonna happen. As you can see here, it's breaking. And there's one that's completely broke here that I'm probably gonna glue because it's gonna completely, and there's another one here, so this is almost not staying in place anymore. I'll probably need a replacement for that. And so this shop that I'm going to link down the description below, they have all these parts for replacement. Or what you can do as well is just buy another one and use the old one as a spare parts. Okay, so the next one now is the handle will go in quite easy, just like this. And then you put this little guy here on the top. Just make sure you separate that screws so you use the right ones. This is also my second handle. This one was wobbly on the side, so it wasn't working that well too. This one works really nicely, really nice for me now. And again, I bought all in that same shop. This is the next one here. So the gears go down on the bottom, so they match with the handle here, and you can do that. And then now we're gonna grease it. So I'm going to use this guy here, which is a white lithium grease. I'm going to grease this a little bit too. Just be careful because this will go everywhere. And then just grease here. Just make sure you have a plastic again. Just go one by one. And I like to put a little bit here, not much. That's all the grease we need. And now the needles are gonna go this way. So just put every single needle, and then I'm going to explain to you after this the white one, the position of the white one. Now the grease that you put here before will only stay in this part here of the needle, so you won't touch the part that will work with the yarn, so don't worry about this. And also, so this you can use this white lithium grease as well, and that's the one that I've been using forever. I'm trying this spray one now, and so far it looks to me like it's sliding through easy. That's what you want. I'm always trying new things to see what's easier to clean and what works best for the machine. So it's just basically the same thing. It's just easier to, to put in the machine because this spray. Okay, so now after this, let's put this part here. So we need to bring the white one here. I think it's this part here. And then this one has to be right there as well. Now this piece here, it's only for the tube mold. And it has this little thing here that's gonna make the whole machine stop when this bottom here is on, it's on the top, which is tube. So it's gonna stop here and the machine won't move anymore, okay? And then when you go to the other side, it's gonna stop the machine on the other side as well. And that's all this does, this part here. Some people, I think, they don't use it. I saw people that completely removed it. So I'm going to put this on now, needle 48 on the white to be the 48. It is a little tricky. Let me see now, I could get them all on. Because all the needles have to be right in the middle here of this gap. There you go. Okay, now you can try again before you screw everything. So I'm going to screw this. You can actually already put this now. And then the bottom is gonna be with this to the top, this little lip to the top. Just put it now. And then make sure this top part's right in the right place. Let me see. It's running really good, guys. I'm quite happy with my... And it doesn't need this row counter as well. So I'm going to screw this now with that 4 screws that they are different, that we separated. As you can see, this piece here is really fragile. We have to flip over, and this is now the reason why I think it's better just to glue these 2 pieces here. Otherwise, when you flip over to put the bottom screws, what happens is they disconnect and it gets hard to actually put the machine, put these screws on the bottom, okay? This is the reason why I actually glue it. Now close the machine as you screw as well. Because sometimes these screws, they don't grab the plastic properly. I'm curious to know which product do you like to use on yours. If you want to leave in the comments if you find any other product that works well. But I'm quite happy with this white grease. With this spray white grease, I thought it was easier to just to apply. There you go, guys. My machine is really clean now. I think I really like this white grease so far. It's really smooth, it's going really well, so highly recommend these 2 products, okay? Just let me know in the comments if you use any other product that you like. If you have any other machine, like this is the 40, okay, it's exactly the same. I still haven't cleaned this one, but the screws, the whole thing is just the same, okay? And here I have... just to show you guys the different machines and how they open. So this one has only 2 screws here. It will open the same way. It has 4 here, okay? And it's probably the same way to clean as well. The products that I recommend are these 2 here, which is the same. This is white lithium grease and this white lithium grease as well, just the application is different. I thought this one was easier to apply on the machine and it's running well, okay? So I'm going to leave the link down in the description below for this tool as well, because it's a much better screwdriver. It fits on the screw heads a little better because it's a little bigger head, okay? And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you for watching again, guys, and I see you on the next week with another tutorial. Bye!